Alright, welcome back everyone. We're here with, I'm hellosugaree, I'm here with Slim, and the winner of our last best of 3 series. He calls it a 3-0 victory, and, others might call it a 3-1 victory, so, you know, we'll leave it at that. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and go over a little bit of this replay from one of the games here and hear some of his commentary. He's a master level Zerg player, I believe, on both NA and EU servers. So how you doing?
I'm doing great. That guy was not that good. It was a fun game.
So I guess let's talk about your game here.
Are we gonna start it?
Sure.
Alright, just gonna click it in. This game was kind of strange. I was going for a fast hive, like, not fast hive, but standard hive at like 12, 13 minutes. The problem with this game was that I forgot my spire at the same time that I put down my hive, because I was low on gas at the time, and then it just slipped my mind, and I forgot to put it down. I got up really late, Brood Lords, and he almost beat me because of it, but I managed to get back with infestors.
And how annoying was this probe here, just delaying your hatch there? But you did get it down actually pretty early, so that didn't.
Yeah, I got it down.
Yeah.
The probe didn't do that much damage. A probe is not supposed to block a hatchery. It can delay it slightly, but it's not supposed to delay it too much, especially since I went 14 pool. So. Basically standard openers. This guy went for +1 sell-out aggression every game. 4 gate sell-out aggression. It's a pretty common build in every league above platinum, and it's incredibly strong if your opponent goes like fast muta or heavy links. If you don't have roaches up, then you're gonna get fucked. Which is why I put my Evo Chamber and my Roach on, so that they tag into on attacks. I'm playing pretty standard here. I was aiming for a 12-man max and just to push it third, but that kind of got messed up as well. What I didn't notice in the first game, this was the first game actually. What I didn't notice was he liked to go heavy Immortal into heavy Colossi. So I wasn't really prepared for it, because most pros just go a few Immortals and then a few Colossi and start taking to the higher tech face up and heavy upgrades. This guy stayed on 1 forge for a long time, so they didn't have enough many upgrades, but they had a huge army. So you can see here I have a shit ton of roaches and links just ready to push them, but at the same time he has 3 mortals and a shit ton of sentries. This did way less damage than I thought. He had 40 more, so yeah,
you basically lost a bunch of units for nothing on that. And if at any point you want to slow down the replay to normal speed 2 to go over something, just let us know and we'll adjust it accordingly.
Yeah, sure. So you can see here I have my hive almost complete, and now I put down my spire. Extremely late.
And this is already at the 16-minute mark.
And as you can see, yeah, my hive has been up for like a minute now, and he's pushing. If I had my spire at the same time as my hive, then I would have Brood Lords in production right now. And then I would be able to hold this without any problems. Now I have my Great Spire incoming. I had late Corruptors. I should have been able to hold this easily, but I just messed up my hive timing. So he's taken on my 4, which is extremely bad. I shouldn't have done it. Also, I should have put on a spine crawler wall. They are extremely important in PvP. You need to have spine crawlers when attacking to Brood Lords, so you can have that static defense. Because once you're attacking to Brood Lords, you're not gonna have a lot of. You're gonna have a shit ton of minerals, but not enough gas. So that's why I'm a shit ton of spine crawlers.
Brood Lords are so painfully slow that. And I think.
Yeah, of course.
Go ahead.
Oh shit, I forgot to put that. I had infestors who was at his third.
Sure.
Do you wanna
tell
rewind?
us what position, what minute mark?
It was at like
Oh,
16
sure.
and a half minutes.
16?
Yeah, 16 and a half, 16:30.
Alright.
So okay.
I, I feel those infestors really trying to tie that game because you forgot
Yeah.
that late spire that puts you way back in the so you cannot really produce off these
Alright.
gateways.
And
Yeah, definitely. 16:30. Do you want
you
to
can
go
play in
at
normal
faster
speed if you
mode?
want.
Alright. So I have my infestors all queued up to drop infested terrors, and these do a lot more damage than he should have. If this guy had map awareness, then he would have pulled his probes
Yeah.
away immediately. But right now I'm taking all his probes, and I'm taking out his third nexus. He's down to 46 probes and down to, oh shit, 60 drones. At this point in game, you want to be like 75, 80 drones to be able to produce that spine wall, especially since he has Colossi. But anyway, I took down his third, he's taking a fourth, and I'm trying to deny it the best I can with my
Yeah.
investors. But from here on, it's just him pushing my fourth, him pushing my third. I get Broodlords out, I push him away, and I lay siege on him.
Yeah, I really,
That's
we were
basically this
paying
game.
attention to this huge Protoss ball coming down to your fourth base here, but I did not even notice. I kind of looked back later. I was actually commenting that Protoss was still on 4 bases, and I looked back and they were gone. So even I missed that. So yeah, I think that was huge. Basically,
Yeah.
he had no mining and was unable to really produce. He also missed a chance to snipe a few corruptors here. They just flew right over. He was instead basically walking back, killing probes, and you got about 3 or 4 corruptors past a bunch of stalkers.
Oh yeah, I feel if I hadn't taken out the base with my infestors, then I would have been in a terrible position. He would have enough of income to be able to hold my broodlords. He could just morph, warp in a shit ton of stalkers. Because as you can see right now, he's banking 2.3k minerals and 500 gas. So I mean, he has a decent amount of bank. But if he was on 4 bases, then it should be completely fine.
Well, the thing about that gas is, I don't quite understand this, but instead he went to chrono out 4 more additional Colossi instead of
Yeah, that was a stupid choice.
Yeah, that was a really bad choice. He should have just made a bunch of stalkers and zealots. That way he would have some sort of counter to the lings
Yeah.
and food lords.
He already has 2 idle Colossus.
Yeah, he really had bad micro too with those
Now he's
Colossi. You had those corruptors in there, and basically he had enough stalkers to shoot down those corruptors pretty quickly, and then instead the corruptors were over here, or excuse me, the stalkers were over here focusing basically on Nexus and Spines when they could have just turned for a second, killed those corruptors, and gone back and still gotten the base kill, and he lost about 3 Colossus to your corruptors there when he shouldn't have.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
He could have microed way better.
Remember,
he keeps producing Colossi. I mean, it's a good choice, because I have a shit ton of flings. I'm basically put my whole mineral bank in flings. So Colossus is a decent choice, but it also needs a warping stalkers. I have right now, I have 8 broodlords with 0 upgrades, which is fine. But if he had a few more stalkers, then he might have been able to hold. But at this point in game, you need Archons and High Templars to swarm, and to feed back infestors. As you can see right now, my bank is extremely low. All I have is this attack. If this
and you
fails, then I'm
basically
fucked.
were mining off of 1 base. So.
I have 3... Yeah, I was trying to rebuild my third and my fourth.
You really had no money.
But,
You were broke.
This was... Yeah, this was a desperate attack. I had 3 infestors, that's it. And they were all energy, so... He has a shit ton of Colossi. Unfortunately, they can't shoot up.
Yeah, I mean, I think those infestors, you had about 6 infestors over in his base, and those things paid for themselves about 100 times, so... Paid for themselves about 100 times, so...
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, so anything else? Alright, so anything else?
For that game, no, I don't think so. You can see in the end of that game, he was just starting to get +3/+3, I think, or maybe it was +2/+2. Either way, they were really late.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. Well, I really want to thank Greatpaz here, our Zerg player, for first playing and letting us cast this series, and also, of course, for coming on with us and talking about the games here, giving us his commentary, going over this replay. So thanks a bunch.
Yeah, sure, no problem.